Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is the Raptor, and today I'm going to be reacting to a death battle. And today's death battle is Hulk. I got the Hulk hands here, versus Doomsday. Now, I really like the Hulk. The Hulk is actually my second favorite Marvel superhero ever, and my all-time fourth favorite superhero just of Marvel and DC. So, I do really like the Hulk. I really like Doomsday as well. He's actually my second favorite Superman villain. My first favorite Superman villain. What am I saying? My first favorite Superman villain, but, I really like the Hulk. He's been one of my favorites. He's one of the people that actually hooked me on Marvel, so I really do like the Hulk. However, before I go any further, I just want to say that I believe that I have been spoiled for the winner of this episode. I believe I know who wins, and it was from someone who commented on my own prediction video. Guys, I'll probably say this in the next prediction video, but please do not say anything until I've watched the video, or just don't say anything at all, because you won't know until you won't know if I watched the video, I guess, until I've made a reaction, if I even decide to make a reaction for it. But guys, just please, if I have a prediction video, just please don't spoil it for me, because I really just want to make sure that I give a genuine reaction for you guys, so, and I don't want to be spoiled, I won't tell you who, I think wins because of the spoiler, because the person might be lying anyway, and if he is, then, that means that I just look like an idiot in front of the camera. I will probably say at the end of the video, though, and who knows, maybe he was lying, maybe I'm surprised. But, I really don't think I am. But I will go into this pretending that I don't know anything, and I will say what I would have said if I didn't get spoiled. So that starts now. So for this fight, you guys remember in my prediction, I said that I think Hulk is gonna win. And really, I still feel the Hulk is gonna win, because I feel that he's stronger, he has more strength feats, and he just seems to be better in most categories. Maybe not speed, but in most categories, he just seems to trump Doomsday, and he's been around longer. He seems to have done more stuff. He has more feats of strength and pretty much everything else. Really, there are only, let me just take off the Hulk hand for a second. There are only 3 things that I think can make Doomsday win, and each one I kind of have a problem with if they were to say it. Number 1 is they could use his resurrection ability, and the reason why I don't like that is because resurrection is coming back from the dead, so I feel that as soon as Hulk kills Doomsday, him coming back, that doesn't really mean anything because Hulk has killed him. He won the death battle. The second reason is because I think one of Doomsday's abilities is that he can absorb radiation or something. And some people could say, oh, that could take away Hulk's gamma radiation to turn him back into a regular person. The only problem I really have with that is that I feel that people have tried to absorb Hulk's radiation before and they failed. And I haven't seen Doomsday use that ability that much either. So that's probably the one that I have the least amount of problems with. But I still have a few problems with it. And the third one is that you could say that his resurrection, his adjustments or his adaptions are linear, in the sense that it's if he gets killed by Superman, it's not that he's immune to Superman, it's that he actually gets more durable in himself, meaning that if he can take Superman's punches at full force, he can also take Hulk's punches. And the problem that I have with that is that I feel that in the comics that's clearly not true. We've seen that he was able to withstand Superman after he died, after he got killed by him, but then with Darkseid, Darkseid was able to beat him, and then Doomsday was able to beat him after he died. So I feel that it's not really that linear. But anyway, you know what? Maybe Doomsday wins. Again, this is not including what my knowledge that I believe I know who wins. This is not including anything like that. Still rooting for Hulk. They probably know more about both characters than I do. Let's get right into this battle.
Before we get into the episode,
oh, let me just turn that up a bit for you guys. Where is that? Alright, sorry about that. You probably couldn't hear a bit of that.
It's a whole lot of value for just $9.99. And pick it up by November 15th. And
I'll just wait until this ad is over.
Featuring music from Phantom NK and Bubble Pipe Media for free. Click the link in the description after the video and get your copy today.
If you guys want to get that game, you know what to do. Death battle. Hulk versus Doomsday. Man, I've been waiting for this forever.
Pure, unadulterated rage. Usually, in a stressful situation, you'd want to avoid this sort of emotion
Homer.
in order to keep yourself focused.
Unless you're a giant rampaging pile of muscles, like these two.
Dr. Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk.
I love
and
you.
Doomsday,
Hulk
the
hands.
monster who killed Superman. He's with
That's how they started off. The monster who killed Superman.
Analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Ooh, I like Doomsday. That's from Injustice. Hulk is a bit, just from what I've just seen. But I really like the look of Doomsday for this fight.
And this suits no one better than the mild-mannered scientist, Bruce Banner.
Because when Bruce gets angry, oh boy, you wouldn't like him when he's angry.
Dr. Robert Bruce Banner may have grown up with few friends, but what he lacked in popularity, he made up tenfold with his intellect. However, in
he's
spite of his
insanely
gifts,
smart.
it was never enough to earn the respect and love of his father.
Partly because
His
Bruce
father
was
abused
so
him, I know
smart
that
his
much.
alcoholic dad literally thought he was a monster and expressed that to Bruce pretty thoroughly. God damn! How much distance?
I hate child abuse and everything like that. Any kind of abuse, I just,
Man, with an
it
arm
pains
like
me to
that,
see it.
He could really go places. Like the nut house after he murdered his wife right in front of Bruce.
I remember that too.
Understandably traumatized, Bruce
Yeah,
coped by
understandably.
creating an imaginary friend to talk to.
You know, I had an imaginary friend once.
You did? What was his name?
Dad.
Oh,
Aww.
well, Bruce's friend served as an emotional outlet all the way through his college graduation. However, his advice to Bruce was oftentimes destructive.
So
Yep.
when the U.S. military
Sounds like the
recruited
Hulk.
Bruce to make weapons, it was actually kind of fitting.
Bruce was tasked with developing a gamma bomb, which would use gamma radiation to target enemy weapons and buildings without endangering human lives. At least, that's what Bruce was told.
Surprise, surprise! Gamma radiation is actually pretty fucking harmful. And when it came time
Yeah,
to
'cause it
test the
turns you
bomb
into a
and
green
some
monster.
dumb kid decided to play his harmonica right in the test zone.
No,
Bruce
don't do
asked
that.
his assistant to stop the countdown and dashed off to save him. But
Rick
turns
Jones,
out
right? That's his name?
assistant was a Russian spy who set off the bomb anyway.
On that
Those
strange
Russian
day,
spies.
Bruce's imaginary friend became a real-life terror as he transformed into the Incredible Hulk.
Oh man, I love the Hulk.
Really?
Yes, apparently. Ever since, whenever he's angry, Bruce's body and mind morphs into that of the Hulk's, granting him unmeasurable power.
I love that scene. That was a
While he
beautiful
loses
scene.
Bruce's brain power, the Hulk is ridiculously strong. He can leap great
Yep.
distances, survive the harshest environments, and most importantly, smash the crap out of everything with his bare fists.
Yep.
He also knows a technique known as the thunderclap, which creates a shockwave that can deafen foes, level forests, and push back explosions.
As if he
Cool.
needed anything more than that, the Hulk has a
I actually
healing
haven't seen him
factor
do that.
gives Wolverines a run for his money.
You're healing. You should be dead.
Yeah, another thing, his
Super
healing
strong
factor's
and
insane.
Super hard to kill. What's not to like?
Well, there's one little detail that kind of ruins the whole experience. Bruce can't really control the Hulk. In fact, the Hulk
Well, yeah.
is his own being.
I know
and
that.
They both hate each other, vying for dominance over Bruce's body. And yet, Bruce and the Hulk are often reminded how much they depend on each other for survival.
Bruce
Yep.
figured if he was stuck with his big green Goliath forever, he might as well try using it for good, eventually joining the Avengers, Defenders, the Fantastic Four, and even the Illuminati.
Hulk has held up a 150 billion ton mountain.
Yep, you mentioned that in Iron Man
escaped
vs. Lex
Earth's
Luthor.
gravitational pull with a single jump.
And one
Awesome.
time when a planet's tectonic plates started splitting apart, threatening to shatter the whole world.
Wasn't like a
he
planet
just
bigger than
jumped
Earth? I'm
right in
aware of
there
this
and pulled
feat,
the
yeah.
planet back together.
The estimated average mass of a single lithospheric plate is nearly 45 quintillion tons.
Quintillion,
and the Hulk
as in the
pulled two
fifth
these
of the
together
aliens.
With nothing but his bare hands.
And he's not just strong and
That's
tough. He's more
crazy.
than twice as fast as a fighter jet.
Regenerate
which puts
half
him
his
over
body in
Mach 5
18 minutes.
speeds at
Oh,
least,
minutes. I thought it was
and he can
seconds.
always go faster if he's pissed off enough.
This is because the Savage Hulk's strength is directly related to his anger. The angrier he gets, the more powerful he becomes.
Another way I guess
In
Doomsday could
theory,
win is
this
if he
means
kills
his
him before
maximum
Hulk
level
gets
of
angry
strength
enough.
is potentially infinite. And when he taps into that
Potentially.
immeasurable rage to the fullest,
It's not the same.
he truly lives up to his name of Worldbreaker.
Bigger,
Worldbreaker
stronger,
Hulk.
and oozing with gamma radiation, the Worldbreaker Hulk is so powerful, with a single stomp he created earthquakes felt hundreds of miles away. In his battle with Sentry, basically Marvel Superman, they almost destroyed New York. And when battling another Worldbreaker Hulk,
They destroyed the
a single
planet,
collision
yeah.
between them obliterated an entire planet.
Even the mutant Darwin's power, which specifically adapts to counter any enemy, decided that the best defense against the Hulk was to be somewhere else.
To be somewhere else.
Hell, who could even
That's
stand
funny.
up to this madness?
Not many, obviously. Typically, Bruce does his best to contain and limit the Hulk's power. In fact, Worldbreaker Hulk is a result of Bruce relinquishing that control entirely. In terms of
I remember
combat,
that.
usually only cosmic beings like Silver
I know a bit
Surfer,
more about the
Zeus have
Hulk and
might to
a lot of
challenge
other
Hulk.
characters.
Oh yeah, like that
'Cause I
one
love him
time
so
Zeus
much.
hit him so hard, it burned out his healing factor.
But even gods
Yeah.
sometimes have to learn the hard way. You do not mess with the Incredible Hulk.
That's right. You don't mess with him.
Dumb creature, and I will not be bullied by that.
That's one of my favorite scenes in the movie. It's so funny. Puny God.
Puny God.
Those are his only lines of dialogue in both of the Avengers movies,
What
I
if all
think.
you had ever known was hatred and aggression, violence and pain? This life is reality for
YouTube comments, Doomsday. Yeah.
No, yeah, Boomstick's right.
thousands of years ago on an
YouTube
uninhabitable
comments.
prehistoric planet which would one day be known as Krypton.
His height is
A
8'10".
scientist
Wow.
named Bertron intended to engineer the ultimate life.
I don't know much about Doomsday's
Yep, It's
origin,
another one of those stories.
but I do like
one
him a
hell of
lot.
twist.
See, at this time, Krypton was a harsh wasteland filled with nothing but sharp rocks, poisonous
Injustice
air, and
music, I'm
violent
hearing it.
predators.
Bertrand believed that if he could create something that could live through that, they could survive just about anywhere.
To realize this
Okay.
theory, Bertrand acquired an infant from somewhere, and through a rapidly accelerated evolution process, attempted to transform him into his dream creation.
Oh, don't
Okay.
try to dance around
Fair
it, Wiz.
enough.
Bertrand put that little sucker into a baby cannon, blasted him into the wild to get murdered by any number of things,
What?
sucked up what was left of him with a vacuum cleaner, and just cloned a new one out of the mess.
I guess I really don't know anything about his origin.
Yeah, the idea being
I know he's a
each new
prehistoric
clone would be
Kryptonian, but that's
stronger
pretty
than
much
the one
about
before,
it.
thus covering millions of years of evolution in just a few decades.
That doesn't sound like science.
That's
No,
actually cool, though.
it
Like,
doesn't.
compressing
So after
the
30 straight
evolution
years of
together, that's really
baby
cool.
murder, one of the clones finally survived the test. Amazed by his own success, Bertrand
So is this how
named
Doomsday
this
Guy's
baby
regeneration
the
thing?
Ultimate.
The ultimate baby.
But to the rest of the
Sorry, not
universe,
regeneration,
he was
resurrection
their
thing with immunity?
Doomsday.
I'm assuming so.
See, Wiz, reloading as it is.
Oh my god,
patenting
Doomsday
my
can
baby
kill a
cannon
deer.
Was a good idea.
Successful as Bertrand's experiment was, it was anything but a good idea. Turns out, while Doomsday usually appears to be a mindless beast, he remembered every single time Bertrand had him killed. As a
Oh,
result,
that's
Doomsday
not
had
good
been
for Bertrand.
unintentionally programmed at a genetic level to hate everything that lives.
Bummer.
Okay,
Needless to say, Bertrand
that
was
actually
pretty
kind of makes
screwed.
sense.
Because even with 30 years
Dang.
of development, Bertrand
That
had
third
never
panel.
quite figured out what to do if his experiment actually worked. Because Bertrand is the
Don't you
worst.
hate it when people
I
do
mean,
that?
he
Like,
did
they
do what
want
he
something
set
to
out
happen
do.
and they don't
He
even
made
know
an
what to do when it
8-foot bad
does.
monster that doesn't need to eat, breathe, or have internal organs to live. It just kills and kills and kills some more.
Doomsday possesses
He is powerful,
enormous
don't get me
strength,
wrong.
incredible durability, and poisonous spikes which can extend. But due to
Ooh.
Bertrand's experiments, Doomsday's greatest power of all is his ability to adapt to his opponent's powers.
After taking his sweet revenge,
Through resurrection,
Doomsday
though, I
stowed away
feel.
on a supply
Isn't it?
ship and ravaged dozens of planets until he finally found himself on Earth.
On that day, Doomsday did the unthinkable. On that day, Doomsday killed Superman. Well, kind of. He actually put him into a super sleep after several
healing
days.
coma.
He woke up more powerful.
Yeah, we all
Yeah,
know, Wiz.
we all know,
At
we
least
do all
Doom
know.
Stuck Doomsday down with him. Or maybe not. Turns out, whenever Doomsday dies, he just comes back to life, forever immune to whatever killed him in the first place.
Yeah. I really hope they don't factor that into the fight, though.
He's been punched to death by Superman.
If they do, I understand why he
blasted apart by
wins,
the
but
radiance
still,
energy,
I hope they don't
brutally
factor into
ripped in
into the
half,
fight.
Incinerated by Imperiex and just
I understand why he
carved
would
up by
win,
a
I guess I should say.
Kryptonian horde.
Practically invulnerable at this point, Doomsday's taken on Darkseid, tanking his Omega beams and beating him to near death. He single-handedly
that's
defeated
impressive.
most of the Justice League and took on an energy attack that wiped out a fifth of a planet.
He's punched
A
through
fifth
the
of a
Phantom
planet. Hulk has
Zone,
destroyed a whole
battled
planet
super beings
with
called
clashing with
gods
someone.
for a century, and even broken Wonder Woman's arms. Arms strong enough to help pull the Earth.
And during his
Dang.
rematch with the Man of Steel, after witnessing Doomsday survive an explosion equivalent to 1 million nukes, Superman realized that the only way to stop him was to send him to the end of time.
At his most powerful, Doomsday's mere presence can boil the ocean and disintegrate buildings. A casual stroll across Africa made wildebeest an endangered species just by walking
What?
around. But what he's
That's
got
actually
in
kinda
strength,
cool.
he really lacks in brains.
Not that he's dumb, he just literally lacks a brain. More often than not, Doomsday is little more than a one-track mind-killing machine. This makes his intentions predictable, and a clever opponent could use this to, say, lead him into a
Hulk's
trap.
not much of a clever opponent, though. I guess it can be, but
he could be killed.
Still,
generally not
that's
really.
gonna be pretty goddamn hard to do.
Alright, the
Hulk.
combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, Wiz won't stop talking about this thing, so he wants to tell you about it.
What is this thing?
As a man
It's a different ad than usual.
I analyze everything from the car I drive to the razor that shaves my face. I only use a razor I've scientifically proven to be of both quality and value. I use Harry's. Thanks to their factory in Germany, Harry's produces quality razors at half the price. Just $2 a blade. Harry's sleek 5-blade razor offers a softer flex hinge, trimmer blade, textured handle for control, and a lubricating strip to help soothe the skin. But if you're like me, you want to try it for yourself. Harry's is so confident in their razor, they'll send you a trial set absolutely free when you subscribe. Just pay $3 for shipping.
It's a bit weird not hearing Boomstick's voice for a while.
Of post-shave balm, which soothes and relieves skin after shaving.
Then again, it is an ad.
Redness. Just enter the code DEATHBATTLE at checkout. So head on over to harrys.com by clicking the link in the description below and get your free trial set and post-shave balm. Just remember, use the code DEATHBATTLE at checkout.
But right now,
there it is.
It's time for a death
Okay, I'm gonna get ready to pause it. Okay, so Hulk versus Doomsday. Who's gonna win? Okay, like I said, I still think I know who wins, and this whole mid prediction thing, I'm not going to factor that into anything. This is still gonna be based on what they said. Okay, one of two things I feel could happen because of what they said at the very end. They said like if blah 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 happens, Doomsday could die, basically implying that they may not use the whole like resurrection thing. They may count it as him still going. And that, I feel, should not work. I feel it shouldn't happen. If they do decide to use it, then I honestly feel Doomsday's gonna win this one. Because I don't see a way, except for maybe if Hulk throws him into the sun or something. Is there really a way for Hulk to kill Doomsday? But then again, they might not use it. So here's what I'm gonna say. If they do decide to use it, if the resurrection thing is in their explanation, like as he can keep coming back from basically anything, then Doomsday's gonna win. If in their explanation that it doesn't count, then I think Hulk's gonna win. Again, it's not factoring in the spoiler. It's just what I feel from this point. Anyway, let's keep going. Come on, Hulk. I really want you to win. Let's go. Let me just get my other hand on. Weird looking people. Oh no, what is that? It's Doomsday! Oh! The Wilhelm scream. Avengers! Hulk's not bad looking or anything, I just like the look of Doomsday more.
Hulk smash ugly vehicles!
Fight! Alright, I'm still hoping for this to be a pretty good fight, regardless of who wins. Ah! Come on, Hulk! Like, this isn't gonna be easy for either of these two characters. Let's be honest. Ooh! Come on, Hulk! You got this. You got this, boy. I believe in you. You can take that. You don't even have to block it. Oh! Oh! Oh, that was cool! That was really cool. Oh man, Hulk, what are you doing? Come on, your turn. Oh, is Doomsday still gonna keep going? Just throwing cars at him? Think that's gonna kill the Hulk? Oh, he's just hitting him back. There we go. I wonder if the Earth's gonna blow up.
Hulk hate you.
Does that Hulk hate you?
Hey, spiky beard.
Spiky beard. Alright. Come on, Hulk, attack him! Attack him now! Oh, you're still holding the clap? Oh no! No, 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 no! Wait, what happened? That's not it, is it? I didn't think it was. Come on, Hulk and... Whoa.
You break buildings good, but Hulk...
My heart is pounding right now. World Breaker Hulk? Because you can't kill Hulk that easily. Hulk still has a pretty good healing factor. Oh! Oh, this is cool. And my heart is still pounding. Come on, Hulk! Oh! Oh! Oh my god! Oh. Oh no. Oh no, this isn't looking... No! No, no, no! No! Hulk, Hulk, no, no, please! I swear, if you decapitate this guy... Oh no. Yeah, that's what the spoiler was. Unfortunately, I knew that Doomsday was gonna win. I was still hopeful that maybe it was a lie or something like that, or maybe just like a trick, but let's just see what they have to say.
Oh, that was beautiful!
With the Hulk's immeasurable power and Doomsday's impossible immortality, this truly felt like a fight between an unstoppable force and an immovable object.
Hulk may have had the advantage in raw strength, at least at his full potential, but Doomsday could certainly hold his ground. His victories against the likes of Superman and Darkseid prove he can take a hit from someone strong enough to break planets.
And by experience, Doomsday
that's
has the
fair.
speed advantage. He regularly fights foes with light speed capabilities, while that kind of speed is an extreme rarity in the Marvel Universe. In fact, the only foe that fast who Hulk's ever seemed to keep pace with in a one-on-one match was Sentry, and that was when he was at his most powerful stage, World Breaker Hulk.
So overall,
Okay.
Hulk had strength and Doomsday had speed, but neither completely outclassed the other. At first glance, this one looked like it could go either way.
Which means the devil's in the very tiny details.
So why couldn't the Hulk's infinite strength just keep rising and eventually overwhelm Doomsday?
Well, even assuming Hulk's strength was infinite, his healing factor was not. Don't get me wrong, it can only be overtaxed by hits from absurdly powerful beings such as...
I'm sorry if I'm
Sentry.
not saying anything, I'm just kind of in
Doomsday
shock.
certainly compares.
Naturally,
I really wanted
Doomsday's
Hulk to win.
crazy strength and speed started wearing that healing factor down.
Here's where it gets a bit tricky. The Hulk may look like a giant green monster, but he's still technically human, and his power directly correlates with his anger. A human being's anger stems from an increase in hormones and adrenaline in the body. However, the brain can only produce these chemicals at such a rate for a limited time.
Yeah,
eventually giving up and
Imaginary
turning
Axis
apathetic.
said this a bit as
Therefore,
well.
Hulk's limitless power could never have existed without his healing factor. It's the key. It allowed his body to continue producing hormones and adrenaline far beyond the norm, theoretically an endless supply, thus increasing his superhuman power to an immeasurable degree. So, Doomsday overtaxing his healing factor meant the Hulk could no longer maintain his increasing rage and Hulk form.
And if you're still skeptical, that's why there's a bunch of times in comics when a huge impact forced the Hulk to turn back into Bruce Banner, including that battle between Worldbreaker Hulk and Sentry. With his healing power beaten down, he literally couldn't keep himself angry enough to stay in Hulk mode.
I love science, but there's still one more thing. Thanks to his battles with Superman and other Kryptonians, Doomsday has evolved to a point where it's basically impossible to kill him with brute force alone.
So Hulk couldn't have killed him by just getting angry enough to punch harder than Doomsday.
Okay, I'll talk about this at the very end.
Precisely. Here's the proof. Superman and Doomsday eventually had a rematch, in which Superman was much more powerful than their first battle. As we discussed before, Superman's power is also potentially limitless by way of continually absorbing solar energy, and at this point in his story, he'd begun to discover that.
But try as he might, despite his increased power, Supes couldn't kill Doomsday with blunt force a second time.
Ultimately,
Okay.
Doomsday's immunity to being ripped, impaled, incinerated, blasted with energy, and being beaten by blunt force from both focused and multiple sources means Hulk just didn't have the options available to take Doomsday out before his healing factor was overtaxed.
On this day, Hulk met his doom. Doomsday.
The winner is Doomsday.
Not
Next
what I
time
wanted to
on
hear.
Death Battle.
I also know who's next, by the way. It's someone from One Piece. Zorro, yeah. That was actually pretty fast.
Hey guys, I'm Ben, I play Wiz, this is Chatty Plays Boomstick, and next up we've got Zorro from One Piece. Stick to our Twitter to find out who he's going to be fighting.
Want to watch Death Battle on your big screen? First members can now download the Xbox One and Apple TV apps. It's great, but super important. We just launched a brand new video game. It's Super Rad Ray Gun. Link in the description. Click it. Check it out.
Okay, so Doomsday won. I can understand because I guess there were just some things that I didn't really put into consideration. Like, these guys didn't even mention the fact that, like, Doomsday's been able to hold, or did they? That he was able to hold his own against, like, the entire Justice League all at once, and and he hadn't even been killed by each individual one of them. So I guess that's important. That's something important to notice. Another big thing is, you know, just what they said. Like, again, I thought that Doomsday's, immunity wasn't linear. That it's like he would be immune to Superman, not immune to brute force. But, you know, I guess it was. Maybe what I thought was just wrong, you know, and they did have proof to back it up. So, and what they say does make sense. Unfortunately, it does make sense. So, you know, I'm kind of unhappy that that Doomsday won. I guess I can't be too unhappy because, you know, he's still a favorite character of mine in the DC universe. But, you know, Hulk. Whatever. You know, I can understand it. I really do understand it. And I'm not even sure, did they say that, like, were they about to say that? Oh, they did say at the beginning, like, Doomsday did have immortality, so were they factoring that in? Were they? I really don't know. And, like, even, like stuff like Iron Man versus Lex Luthor, Mega Man versus Astro Boy, a fight like this, before I actually thought Doomsday would win, Astro Boy would win, Iron Man would win, and then in my predictions, I actually, like, said the opposite. Man, I really have to listen to my younger self more often. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this reaction. If you did, please give me a like. Please, it's the only way that I can recover from this, Hulk loss. Comment down below what you thought of the reaction, what you thought of the battle, and subscribe to my channel if you could. That would honestly be so great. Again, it would really help me out with getting over this loss. You know, it would just make my day, and if you want to see more reactions and my own versus series called Who'd Win and Why, where I put characters like these together and I try to figure out who would win, you know, subscribe to my channel if you want. That'd be really nice. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this reaction. I enjoyed this death battle, everything besides the outcome. Like, I do agree with it, I guess, but I'm not really happy with it. But anyway, guys, I will see you in the next video. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I know I was. But yeah, hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you all in the next video.